All right, welcome back to WMAC Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with a special announcement out of Invicta Fighting Championships. So Invicta has announced that Invicta FC number 47 is going to go down on Wednesday, May 11th, to include 6 fights topped off by a Strawweight championship event. Now, this event, they have not announced a venue or location for this event yet. They said it is to be announced later. Keep your fingers crossed. Invicta might finally be leaving Kansas City again. I couldn't tell you the last time they left Kansas City. Actually, let me look it up real quick here. It's been quite a while. It's been since March of 2018, so a little over 4 years since they last left Kansas City. And that time it was to Utah. So keep your fingers crossed that they're actually going to be going somewhere new for once, and then somewhere with better judges than, Kansas or Missouri has. So anyway, this event, 6 fights topped off by a Strawweight championship bout. Let's talk a little bit about each fight. Not going to go into too much depth on this one, just covering the basics. First up, we have a Strawweight bout. Jennifer Chang taking on Alyssa Lindeska. Now, Chang comes in with a record of 1-1. She's coming off a loss to Helen Peralta a year and a half ago in Invicta. Lindeska, on the other hand, is making her pro debut. Let's see. Chang is the elder fighter at 36. Lindeska is 29 years old. So, a couple of, pretty much newbies here in the Strawweight division, which is good. Invicta has got to keep finding young, new, fresh faces to put in fights. Then we move on to a flyweight bout. Janaesa Mirandan taking on Lina Perez. Battle of Brazilians here. The Evil Princess Mirandan comes in at 10-4. Lee comes in at 7-4. Both these ladies are really hunting for a win here. Mirandan has lost her last 3, all by finish. Last time she lost to Montserrat Ruiz about a year and a half ago for Invicta. Perez is yet to find a win with Invicta. She last fought 2 years ago, losing a unanimous decision to Kay Hansen. So she's been out for a while now. Perez is the elder fighter by 2 years, 29-27. So Mirandan finally moving up in weight again. She started as an atomweight, missed weight at atomweight, kept missing weight at strawweight. She's finally moving up to flyweight. At this point, I don't blame Invicta for making her move up. They didn't have any choice in the matter, or at least she didn't have any choice. She's going to have a very hard time at flyweight, though, standing at 5 foot even. So we'll have to see how these ladies do in a battle of Brazilians. We don't get 2 Brazilians facing off very often in Invicta, so that should make for an interesting one. So moving up the card and moving up one division, we've got a bantamweight bout. Lisa Verzosa taking on Serena Dejesus. The Battle Angel, Verzosa, coming in at 6-2. The Southpaw Outlaw, Dejesus, coming in at 4-2. Verzosa is coming off a loss in a battle for the vacant bantamweight title at the time against Tanisha Tennant. That was 7 months ago. Dejesus coming off a split decision win over Lauren Mueller on that same event, and she took that fight on extremely short notice. Actually cut her hair short in order to make weight. Dejesus is 4 years the elder, 30 years to 26 for Verzosa. This should make for a good bantamweight bout. Two fighters that are young, or fairly young, and climbing up the ranks here, getting better each time we see him a little bit. Dejesus has impressed a lot lately. Had mixed results in the first part of her career, and now she's won the past 3, all by decision. But Verzosa, former 2-time title challenger, actually. She's trying to get back in that win column and trying to make her way back to title contendership. Then we move all the way down to Atomweight for Lindsay Vanzant versus Gillian DeCorsi. And this is a rematch. Their first fight happened all the way back. It's been a while. Let me bring it up here. First time they faced each other was... Oh, they haven't fought each other. My apologies. I thought these two had met before. Apparently, oh, they actually did. I'm sorry. They met in the amateurs all the way back at KTFO and ACC back in 2016, December of 2016. So here we are. 6 years later, they're going to meet again in the pros this time. And when they first met, DeCorsi came away the winner via unanimous decision. So talking about the stats here. Damsel Vanzant coming in at 7-5. DeCorsi coming in at 4-3. Now, Vanzant's really hunting a win here. As far as her pro fights go, like the official pro fights go, she's dropped her last 3. Now, she'd made it to the finals of the Invicta Atomweight Phoenix tournament. However, the quarterfinals and semifinals only count as exhibitions, as they're single round bouts. So if they were official, then she would be, 2-1 in her last 3. However, official fights, she's 0-3 in her last 3. She's looking to get a win here badly. Lionheart DeCorsi on the other hand, she's coming in off of a loss as well, backed by 2 wins. Her last bout was at CFFC, where she dropped a decision to Elise Reed. That was a little over a year ago. So Vanzant coming in, having fought more recently than DeCorsi. Vanzant's the elder fighter by 9 years. She's 28. DeCorsi is 37. Stats-wise, they're almost identical other than the age and the record. So this should be a good one. These two atomweights, they like to bring the action when they fight. Always, looking to bring it. They're never in boring fights. Neither of these two. So this should make for a really good one. Rematch, a long time in the making. Going all the way back to 2016 when they were both amateurs. Then we move to the co-main event, a featherweight bout. Courtney, the Lion King, taking on Chelsea Chandler. The Lion comes in at 4-2. Chandler comes in at 3-1. Now, Courtney King last fought a year and 4 months ago, dropping a TKO to Kayla Harrison in a pretty bloody affair, too. She got bloodied up. Before that, she had won 3 straight. Chelsea Chandler coming in off of 3 straight wins after losing her pro debut. She last fought a year and 8 months ago, defeating Olivia Parker via rear naked choke submission. Surprisingly, I don't have an age listed for these two on Tapology. They're both on the taller side, though. Courtney King stands 5 feet 9 inches, 175 centimeters. Chandler stands 5 feet 8 inches, 173 centimeters. So they're definitely both featherweights. This should be a good one. Should be a fun one. Chelsea Chandler, she brings the action. Courtney King was doing pretty good, too. She's a bit of a finisher. At least two of her 4 wins by submission. Chandler likes to go for the knockout, where she had one over Brittany Victoria. And then she also is pretty good at submissions, having trained with Cesar Gracie Jiu-Jitsu alongside the Diaz brothers. So we got a battle of featherweights here in the co-main event. Can't remember the last time we saw a featherweight bout in Invicta. It's been a little while. Finally, we move on to the main event, Strawweight Championship. The champ, Emily Ducote, defending her title for the first time. She's welcoming the former Invicta Atomweight champ, Alesha Zappitella, to the Strawweight division. Zapatella had talked about wanting to move up to Strawweight even before her last fight. So she's having a hard time making the weight anymore. I don't know. She's packing on the thickness. Anyway, Gordina, Emily Ducote coming in at 10-6. Half Pint Zapatella coming in at 9-3. Ducote has won her last 2. First up over Juliana Lima, and then most recently knocked out Danielle Taylor 7 months ago and winning the WMMA Scene Knockout of the Year for 2021. Zapatella coming in off of her first loss in a while when she lost the Atomweight belt to Jessica Del Boni via unanimous decision a little over two months ago. Before that, she was riding a nice win streak going back a few years. Ducote is 1 year the elder, 28 years to Zapatella's 28. Ducote, of course, obviously going to have a height advantage here, even if Ducote is actually a little bit short for strawweight. 5 feet 2 inches, 157 centimeters. Zapatella, though, much shorter, 4 foot 11 inches, 150 centimeters. So I got to be honest here. This is the only fight I'm going to make an early pick on. I'm picking Emily Ducote to win this one. She has the better striking. She has the size advantage. And while she doesn't have the wrestling pedigree of Zapatella, she has been in there with very good ground fighters. You're talking about a young lady, a fighter, who fought in Bellator at the flyweight division and did pretty good holding her own against the former champ, Lina McFarlane. Fought her twice and was able to, do very well on the ground against her. So how is the much smaller Zapatella going to have an advantage here? That's the question that Half Pint is going to have to answer in this one. So anyway, those are my thoughts, my early thoughts. Invicta FC 47 going down on Wednesday, May 11th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Should be on Invicta FC's official YouTube. Let me know your thoughts on the fights in the comments down below. If you like the video, please give it a like, share it as well, spread the word, and while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to WMMA Scene Now, the best, most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.